Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Well, I have often declared 2022 the year of the foundation, and even though 2022 is on its last legs, it is living up to its name because we have a new foundation introduced in 2022. Therefore, we got the confetti and the party horns, as we do for foundation around here. This is the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin Liquid Foundation. I have it on right now. We're going to do a teeny little wear test, but I'm also going to show you some shades that I was experimenting with, talk about shade matching, and we're going to try it on. We have a lot to do. So let's go ahead and get started. This little guy is $42 and comes in 30 shades. I heard people yesterday saying that the shade choices weren't enough. I'm not sure I agree with that, but I'll tell you what I do agree with. I'll tell you that the shade choices are a tad bit confusing. I'll explain that in just a moment, but here is the amount you get right here. It's not that bad. It looked a little bit smaller online. It's a pretty traditional type of foundation for the price, $42. And it has a natural finish, medium coverage, perfecting powders. There's perfecting powders in there. I'll take their word for it. And what is called moisture grip technology. Now, be aware of trademark expressions. I mean, I can tell you that my YouTube channel, Not Fit for Print Beauty, has glam technology or something like that. It has like glamorous technology, beautifying technology. And if I trademark it, you're just gonna have to take my word for that too. So I don't know what moisture grip technology is exactly, and pardon me for being skeptical, but supposedly it grips moisture and doesn't dry out. It doesn't appear to, actually, so maybe there's something to it. This could be worn layered or sheer. In fact, Mario says you can even apply with fingertips for a really kind of sheer, gentle look, or with a sponge or a foundation brush, whatever is good. And of course, Mario does sell a foundation brush. I go ahead and use my Sonia G Tried and True Fusion brush, but whatever works for you. And this is known to work paired well with powder or cream makeup over, and I have indeed used both. I have pretty much a full face of Mario on here. All right, let's talk about this weird shade choice I mentioned. Guys, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am really good at picking a foundation online, and so many of us do it, and so many of us got better at it over the pandemic when it was our only choice, and I can knock it out of the park pretty well. But let me tell you, if you get a moment, and I know how busy you all are, trust me, I understand. If you get a moment and you can go in store to be matched, you're going to be happier, and let me tell you my story why. I knew that I was either, I'm always neutral, you guys, always neutral. I knew I was 5 neutral or 8 neutral. Had I had the chance to order only online, only had the chance to order online, I should say, I would have ordered a 5N and an 8N, and we would have tried them on together. But because this launched in store today, I did run over to my local Sephora, and the lovely, talented sales associate helped me out. He felt that the neutral shades were going really orange on me, and it's true, the neutral look a little olive. See, this is where I think people are saying the shades are there's not enough shades. It's not that, they're just a little strange. They're kind of going Charlotte Tilbury on me, and if you've been with my channel for a while, or really any other channel, you'll know that the last Charlotte Tilbury foundation release for her beautiful foundation, it was indeed beautiful, but it was a complete mystery as to what the undertones were, and I'm seeing that a little bit here, and I'll tell you why. In that Charlotte Tilbury foundation, my match, finally, my correct match in store with the Charlotte Tilbury specialist was warm. I am never warm, sometimes cool, and this one is warm too. When I go warm, I just declare the foundation a little strange in the shade match. We ended up going with 6W on me. This is 6 warm. You're going to see it outside. You're going to see me apply it, so don't worry, I'll have more information. But what I want to do right now is I'm going to go to a picture of me, pardon the red sweatshirt, it's my Gwen Stefani Gibbs sweatshirt. I'm going to go to this photo of me outside, and I want you to take a look. The side of my face that I'm pointing at is the 6 warm, and then the other side of my face is the 4 warm. So take a look there. Is one lower down warm, I should just say, just in case it isn't 4. So 6 warm on one side of my face that I'm pointing to, and then the next lower down in warm. And what we decided was that the 6 warm was my shade with a little bit more color and kind of warmed up my skin in a good way. And the one down was pretty much my exact skin shade, but it made me look a little bit sallow. I would have walked out. If I had to have ordered online, I would have gotten 5N and 8N and been a little orange. Never ever do I go warm with my skin tone, and I'm warm here. So if you are my skin twin, this right now that I'm wearing is 6W, and one lower on the W in the warm would have worked as well. And the neutrals were making me go orange. So use that to kind of educate yourself. You don't have to be my skin twin. I know some of you know that you're always one shade deeper than me or warmer or whatever. So kind of use that to help you a bit if you've been with my channel for a while. And I do list my other foundation shades below. A little bit tricky to match this one. If you ordered last night online and you think you might have gotten it wrong, I'm terribly sorry. Hopefully you didn't, but we'll start getting more information back about what shades work. What I want to do now is I want to go to me applying this. We'll do one side of my face and then the other. Remember, this is the 6W. Who would have thought? So let's see what we get in application. Okay, let's apply the 6W. I am totally bare-faced now. You saw me with 2 samples on either side of my face, but I took it all off, so we're going to apply this bare skin. I'll do one side and then the other, just so you can see the difference. Here is a brand new 6W. Almost went with 4W. Here's a brand new 6W. Got to click it a little bit first. We'll get it. Okay. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to just put a few dots on one side of my face, and I'll just show you the difference. See my ruddy skin, few imperfections. I will still need some concealer, of course. And I have had, typical of me, some allergies, so I do have a redness around my nose. For concealer or color corrector, but we'll see what this does. Have a Sonia G Fusion brush here that I am using, and we will do this side of my face first, and a little bit onto the eye too. Why? Because why not? Okay. And it looks like because I just put it on one side of my face, I put a very generous amount, but that's fine because this is very buildable. Now what I like to do, and this is just a me thing, is I actually like to take my hand and just kind of press, not pull, not anything, but I just like the way the warmth of our hand kind of makes the makeup adhere to the skin or sink into the skin. And indeed, Mario says if you want it to be a light, gentle coverage, you can actually even apply with fingers. I prefer a brush, and I don't usually press this much. I'm just talking to you guys. But that, I always think, just kind of makes it meld a little better. Getting rid of my mirror. It almost looks like I'm winking. It's so funny because I have the foundation over this eyelid. So this side of my face has the brand new Mario. This really feels really nice. The SurrealSkin Liquid Foundation in 6W, and this side has absolutely nothing on it, literally nothing but skincare. What do you guys think? I think that my Sephora sales assistant and I made a pretty good decision. I'm going to look here. That is pretty natural, you guys. Whoa. All right, I'm going to speed it up and do the other side of my face. Stay right there. Okay, whole face done. No concealer, no other makeup. Please keep in mind that I also do not have a primer on. Why? Well, I prefer either no primer or very many different primers. I've been using that Huda Blur Jam lately. I like that a lot. When I first try a product though, I want to know just the product on its own and how it does. This is it, nothing under it but my skincare, which is long since sunk in. And that's it. So now we can just see how it sits on lines, everything. What I'm going to do now is go put on the rest of my makeup, and I will film the intro with fresh makeup, and then the outro will let this foundation sit for an hour or so. It's not a great wear test, but it's a little something, so stay right there. It's been about an hour. Hardly a grand wear test, I understand. But for me, foundation kind of lets me know right away. You know, do I have to check this, etc., etc. And I will go on a little later today, and I'll pin a comment about how this wore throughout the day. I've got a ton of other things to do today, and I'm going to wear it, so I'll post this video, but check back in a few hours, and I promise I will tag how this foundation is doing. Right now, I'm really enjoying it. I feel that it looks super, super natural, minus any of my kind of ruddiness that I tend to get lately on my cheeks. And I think I did add a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. I know Mario is coming out with a concealer to accompany this in a bit. But I'd use some of my Charlotte Tilbury concealer just around my nose. What I haven't had to do, which I find really exciting, if one could say, is I haven't had to do that touch-up around the nose that I often have to do where it separates because I'm kind of, sniffly, and I am today. And I haven't had it sink into under the eye. It feels like it just did a really good job of building up, and I kind of put it on as a straight medium foundation, and I feel it's really kept to that promise. Tentatively, I'm going to say this is a really good one. Why do I say tentatively? No, not because I'm not taking a stand, but if I had to declare it now, I'd say it's a winner. But obviously, we'll see how everything stands in the test of time, and I'll pin a comment, like I said, and I will report back. Let me know what you think of the colors too. Maybe hard to tell now that you're seeing it on my whole face with makeup. I think we made a really, really good decision. So far, I'm going to declare this a winner. And if you were hoping to get it and hoping to get a nice natural coverage medium foundation, right now I'm saying go for it. But I'll let you know more as the days come ahead. So let me know any questions that you guys have below. Even if you disagree, that's what makes us a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe. I've got all sorts of good end of the year content coming up, including my community best of, which I am tallying right now. Come say a big hello over on Instagram and TikTok too, and don't forget that you can support this channel by becoming a member and by super thanks. If nothing else, I hope to see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.